All right, you know what? Today, straight into a game. No interlude. We're just going to go right into it, right off the frickin' bat. Ooh, 1869. That was not what I was expecting when I said, we'll jump right into a game. Over 100-point differential. Maybe he just aborts right away while he plays the Vienna. Coming here or there. Should I just take right now? I don't think so. I think I should probably actually. This is a weird one. This is one that I play against. Yeah, we're off the reservation. We're off the reservation now. This is not an opening I'm familiar with, but Is there any tricks here? Blocks. Gotta watch out for these knights. I need to castle. I need to castle pronto. Okay. Weirdly, I've been able to hang on to this pawn. Usually in the Vienna, at least when I play it against other folks, you just kind of ditch this pawn. But at some point he's going to move this. But then he's got this line, which I don't love. We can do the pawn race. We can do that. I have an idea. I have a tactic that I don't think he's going to fall for. But if this, then this, then this. I don't think he's going to fall for that. You know? He's probably going to play here, maybe. Oh, he can't play there. This is my little thing. He probably sees the tactic right now. I would bet. Because you don't just take a free rook. Yeah, he saw it. Which, I mean, puts us in a pretty good position. We just can't blow this. Okay, so it was worth a shot. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to trade here. But we don't have to do that yet, do we? This is still an issue. This is still an issue. Piece I was expecting him to take with. You take the pawn. Now he's got some tricks here. after this cat. I think he can't. I don't see how he can save that piece. Unless he creates a worse problem for me somewhere else. Which I'm not seeing at the moment. Not seeing the problem at the moment. Taking the bishop isn't great, but so we can play here. And obviously he's got that. Maybe I can just do this. And I don't like this. Play this. I kind of like that. Oh, and then he takes. He just takes the rook. Gonna just block that from happening. Okay, yeah, that was the other thing I was worried about that I just decided not to think about briefly. Maybe, probably not. I'm just seeing if I can trap this piece, which I was a little late. A little late to trap. Okay, so I see how you can come down. I can go up. We could perpetual. Oh, you know what? He'll probably just check there, and then he gets another defender here. That's what I would do. I feel like I maybe should have just... Oh, I hate it when people do this. It's so annoying. I know that that's like an effective way to play. I understand that. My issue with that is mainly that it's just lame. That's all. It's not so much that it's not the right move. I just think it's annoying. Rather than isolate all my pawns, I know that these guys could have been mine, but yeah, now we're down on time. Darn, I feel like I definitely could have had that one if I hadn't, what was my issue? I think the main problem there was, again, I called out the threat. The rook being taken, and I just didn't deal with it. That's what happens, you know. Okay, I take here, then he gets here, gets this pawn. We're gonna have to find a tactic and a half if we're gonna pull this one off. Which I don't see happening, but we can try. We can try. hoping he, I don't know. There's some... The nice thing about having the knight is that you've always got some tricksy moves, even when you don't think you do. Like there's always something, you know? King is not safe, not very safe, I would say. That pawn is going to be a massive issue. Is there any way we can deal with it? Bit of an empty threat here. Bit of an empty threat. I think he just blocks with his rook, and then that's not really where we want those pieces. Okay, but there's this, if I can get it. Oh, why did I do that? Oh no! Oh no, I can't get. Oh no! Oh, total blunder. Total blunder. Just a disaster. Just a disaster. Man, that game was mine. I had it before that. That's too bad. I'll go back and look at where it went wrong. I'm pretty sure that one is just a clean situation where I just made the wrong calculation. That's too bad. I was really excited about this one. I was like, I think we're gonna have victory against this high-rated player. Darn. And our other problem is that we have too many pawns left for a stalemate. And then he just comes down. Oh, or that. Damn, we have too many pieces left. There's no way we can pull this off, but I can try. Oh man, that's so sad. So sad. Let me pull that one up, because there was a, as they say, a clear winning chance after that's frustrating. Yeah, right in there. I was up. I was so up. Okay, let's see what happened. So, interesting little counter VNS situation. I was actually feeling pretty good right in here. I had an idea. Oh yeah. So, what was he supposed to do? Take the bishop? Yeah, okay. I didn't see that. So I thought I was pretty clever with this rook sacrifice, but clearly I was not. So after this, it was just a matter of trade, you know? I thought I could just keep developing, trade. I thought I had the knight, but I didn't have... Yeah, that's where I screwed up. Right here. So I didn't see this. I mean, I disconnected my rooks. I didn't see this vulnerability. Didn't really see this vulnerability. It was just too quickly going for the kill. And I didn't need to go for the kill. You know? I could have easily gone for the play it safe plan. And then this was just not great. I thought I could trap... Oh wait, couldn't I have just played here? Then what? What would have happened there? Oh, never mind. My rook wasn't there. That was me putting the rook there to trap the queen. Too bad. And I didn't see that check. If I had seen that check, I would not have done that, because once the queens are gone, it is over. That's too bad. All right, let's get it back. I think we only lost maybe, let's see, new game. Yeah, we only lost 5. Only lost 5 points. Not too bad. Okay. Man, that was cool though. I like being pitted against higher rated players like that. That was fun. So I usually just lock this position down. This is not my favorite way to play. Yeah. This is not like how I play chess, but you know, I'm down. Oh, is he gonna go the other way? No, I don't think so. But it's possible. Let's keep this bishop around just in case he goes the other way. If queen comes out like there, or I wasn't expecting that. He might push if I don't take. If I do take, develops the bishop, which I don't really need. I'm okay to let this one ride. Okay, interesting. Guess I have to take with the queen, else I lose the pawn. It's not really playing the way I would have expected, to be honest. Because I thought, after developing this side of the board, I thought he was planning to castle that way, but now it seems like he's got other plans, but I don't know what they are. I kind of want to plant my bishop right there. That'd be kind of awesome. Oh, well. I guess you can't when you lock your own bishop in. If I can get here and here, that'd be kind of fun, but there's no way that this... Oh, well, can't do that now. Okay, let's just develop. Let's just develop. Maybe he is going to go queenside? Or he just wants to take that pawn? Going queenside would be pretty dangerous because I can get in there. I mean, it's not any kind of mate situation, but that would be pretty dangerous. I would have not seen that before. I've been expecting this, and then he'll put the bishop and get one more attacker that way. But this is an awful long time not to have castled. I'm going to rotate. Okay, I think he has that pawn now, which is okay. I wasn't fully committed to that pawn. I was not fully committed to that pawn. So I'm rotating, expecting that he's still planning to castle and thinking it'd be very surprising if he goes queenside, but he might. He might, especially now that I rotated my queen. Because my plan was to play, I thought he was going to push this pawn and I could do this and then have that threat. But that's off the board. That is off the board. If I really want to save the pawn, I could probably pin whoever takes there. You know, he takes, then I take, then he takes, and then rather than taking back, I just pin the last piece, and maybe he pushes his pawn. Hard to say. Hard to say. If he does go queenside, I'm just going to try to blow up his pawns like straight away. And he just pushes. Oh, he just pushed anyway. Just pushed anyway. I don't think I really have a good move here other than to block yet another attacker from, or another defender of that pawn. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm not too worried about this pawn. I'm not too worried about this pawn. I'm more excited about the fact that he hasn't castled. And I'm going to try to leverage that. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. He'll just take... If I go here, it just takes here. Maybe there's some other threat. I don't see one. I don't see one. I'm just gonna keep it alive. I still lose this pawn, but oh, actually, I guess I don't right now. But he got that one. I don't want to give him another one. So I wasn't really expecting him to play like this, so... But man, it's kind of a bummer I haven't been able to break through at all. Probably have to play here. Problem is, there's not really much after that. It's like, obviously his queen is just gonna pull back. Probably to exactly where she came from. There's really nothing much there. The nice thing is that the knights protect each other once they get to this square. So I think I gotta take this knight, so I get my rook back, and then I still wanna get this and then get the queen going on down here. It's like, the fact that he hasn't castled yet, should be able to punish this. It's not normal chess. Although it is in the sense that his center is still relatively intact, so he doesn't have to castle, as clearly indicated by the fact that I have yet to produce a credible threat against him. However, if it were me, I'd be freaked out. Got these rooks pointed every which way. When the queen comes down like this, I'm looking to see if we can find a way to trap her. I don't see. I'm just going to move fast, even though, again, this move has no arrow behind it, or wood behind it, whatever the expression. I like it just because he burned 1:39 on that last move, and I spent 4 seconds on that move that I just played, which, you know... Okay, and now we expect him to castle, which would be good. I'm wondering if there's a way we can, if he castles, he falls into our plan. Might trade this bishop off. Yeah, I'm gonna try that, just for now, even though his bishop isn't so good. This is going to be very weak threat here, but... Oh, there's a way to... I guess it's not going to work. I was going to say there's kind of an interesting thing. Take here, pawn takes, knight takes. But that's only going to threaten a rook and a queen, and... that trade is not one that I would take, because... two knights... I would rather have two knights than one rook. Personally. This guy's kind of a slow mover. This pawn's kind of hanging out here. We should probably do something about that. Let's see if there's a good way to get at him. think that's just... Okay, what's the tactic? I take... he takes... I didn't see the knight there. I didn't see the knight there. And I can't go to my square that I wanted to go to. But he can't move that, right? Let's do something. Let's do something like this. Man, despite all my chastising this guy's for his slow moves, he's been kind of just picking me apart pawn by pawn. So I can't really give him too much trouble. So I'm expecting he just goes probably back to where he came. Maybe he goes here and offers a trade. If he offers the trade, I might do this thing that I was talking about, because then after that, let's see, take, check. And he could really go anywhere, and I don't have a great follow-up. I like this move, but I don't like it right now. Okay, now I like it. If I can get it with... Then he takes with the pawn, so that's not good. Let's do here. If he takes here, I'm just gonna let that go. In this game, it's like... It just doesn't feel like this one's gonna be won on pawns in an endgame. There's just like too much crazy stuff happening. Like, I finally got the castle. I'm not gonna get to do my move because he'll just push this way. I'm just thinking I'm going to bring my knight around. He might push. Or offer a queen trade, which is not what I wanted at all. Is there any way to make that advantageous? Not really. Alright, well, we got him. We got within one briefly. He can still take here. I can take here. That will be even. And then if... So I want to take this and then rotate to there, maybe. If this rook wasn't here, I'd have this, but I don't right now. I also kind of want to do this, but then he blocks this guy. I don't really want to separate my rooks though, so let's do that. he's just going to go back and defend that pawn, which is just fine. It's fine. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. Pawn's protected. Fair enough. But I could get this and then get the pawn after this trade. No, I can't because then I'll have to take here. I don't want to move that knight, though. Maybe I just count on the fact that he's low on time and I can close the endgame. I don't want to trap this knight either. Okay, let's just do this. So he's going to take, and then we're going to trade, and then I'm not going to be able to take there, but I might be able to take here, which would be great. He'll just attack that piece probably instead. I could go down here, though, and check him and then trade, but then he runs this pawn. That's the thing we got to be worried about. I was going to say this low time situation would be bad for him if it weren't for that pawn. That check looked real good for a second. For a second, that check looked real good. I'm just going to block this pawn from moving. Sometimes that's the best thing to do. It's like if you can't take it, but they don't have a great way of attacking you blocking it, then like if you can get somebody in there just to block, especially if it's earlier up the board, I feel like that's actually a pretty good strategy. Ooh, that's not great. That's not great at all. I don't think it's not the end of the world, but that was a good move. Taking back what I said about the blocking, because I'm thinking after this trade, if I can pick this guy up, that would be good. Even if I'm not actually going to pick it up, the idea of me picking it up is threatening enough. Kind of making him run around a little bit. That was just a tour from here to there. Welcome to the Knights Tour. Welcome to the Knights Tour. Yeah, we're just gonna look to flag this guy. Well, that wasn't good either. That was not good either. We're not playing super well today. Although I have gotten my score up a little bit more than usual. Let's take a look at that game. Let's take a brief look at that game. All right, well, let's see here. Wild game. Wild as it says. Indeed. Indeed, that was pretty wild. So the thing that I don't understand is this guy didn't castle forever. He closed down the position mega hard. And then that push I'm expecting. I think it's at this point where, yeah, I should have been like, I feel like I should have been trying to open things up way more than I did. I thought about that, but then what? That's an interesting sacrifice. How does that play out? You take, and then he takes. Am I missing something? I guess you could start pushing? I don't know. That would have been cool, but actually maybe that is, I guess that is right, because that's exactly my critique of that game, was I was just playing way too slow. And a well-timed sacrifice would have been great right there. Next time. Yeah, because we lost that pawn. And I thought about it. That's too bad. That's exactly what I was thinking of doing. That's the worst, when the move that you thought about doing and you were going to play is then the one that you were supposed to play. So yeah, okay. Right. Oh man, I must have missed something huge here. That was the sacrifice. That was exactly what I wanted to do. We talked about this. Take here, and then probably take with the knight, right? Because then you get the discovered attack. That's what I didn't think of in that sacrifice exchange. Was the fact that after that you would get the. It wasn't the check that you wanted. Damn, that's a good thing to remember. In that case, the check was not valuable. The take and then the discovery attack, that's valuable. That's too bad. Okay. So then I'm forced to do the queen trade, which I do not like. And interestingly, I don't see why he would really like it either, because you can see up to this point, it's all forced, and this pawn formation sucks. I guess he never takes here, which is pretty weird, but he could have gotten that pawn back. Never did. Should have done it right there. Allows me to push it out, which is nice. We trade. And then at this point, he's just too low on time for this to be threatening at all. I mean, game goes on and eventually he loses. I like that. They call that the Knight's Tour. Actually, that's not the Knight's Tour. I think the Knight's Tour is when the knight goes from here to here or something. But this knight went from here to there, which is kind of fun. Boom, 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 boom. Knight's Tour. Wow, that was a really bad move, though. What was the problem? If you pushed, I would just take, though, right? Anyway, they're probably calculating that super deep. He goes here. Oops. Okay, so then he goes. Oh, because the knight was there, and then he takes, and then he checks me, and then I can't move, and my knight gets taken. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't see that. All right. Woo. Hello, KitKat UI. We're 1 for 1 tonight. 1 for 1. And I'll be honest, they haven't been that great. They have not been that great. I've played better chess in my time. But we'll try. You landed an absolutely disgusting fork. That's awesome. Those are the best. All right, well, let's see if we can get one of our own. How about that? Disgusting. That's awesome. I can pull it up if you want. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's stay on page. I need to go to... All right. I'm trying to find where... Man, the chess.com UI. Sometimes I just want to redesign their website and send it to them. But I won't. I don't think you can see what I see, but these menus, yeah, these things. Oh my God, there's so much in here. And they're all hidden behind an icon, each of them. Icons of which don't really mean anything. So crazy. All right. The interface on that site is questionable at best. I agree. I like the app a lot, but the website, man, it's crazy. All right, well, let's get a game going on here. Let's see who we get. 1755 Markstry from Germany. And the last guy I played, I don't think you were here yet, Kit Kat, but I won, but I don't know if I should have won. I just flagged him, and it was weird. It was a weird game. It's an easy way to get your bishop trapped in this situation, which I think as long as I don't miss this, do that trade if you want. If you want that trade, I'll do it. I like this when they present the trade and you don't act on it. I like them presenting the same trade to see like what they do. It's like, okay, well, I didn't do it. So is he gonna do it? Let's see. Ah, he did it. That's awesome. So this is great. This will be what happens when one player does take that bishop trade and the other doesn't. And of course, what was at stake there is now I have two sets of double pawns, but I have the open file. He has no doubled pawns. Great pawn structure, but no open file. And now he let me undouble those pawns, which was nice. That was nice. Did he cheat? No, it didn't feel like it anyway. Yeah, didn't feel like a cheater to me. He just played really weird. That's the best way. I'm hoping I can take this. Or this. Ah. Did not see, but there's a combination here that I really like if I can get it. It's basically, I'd love this rook to go away, actually. Maybe I'll trade it off. Basically, it's just to go here, and then a lot of players miss the pawn pin. I don't think he's gonna miss it though. It's doubled up already. It's up a pawn. I think he's just gonna come down right there, right? I don't think my plan's gonna work because I'm gonna go there and then he's gonna come here. Could go here. That's a little sketchy. Is it though? Maybe it's not. It's kind of sketchy. Because then I got an idea. When he comes here, or that, fine. I was gonna say we could just go up here. This is where it's very easy to make a mistake because he could still come down. Not now, my knight. Okay. I'll trade. I can't trade knights. I can't trade knights there. Damn. And I don't really want to develop his queen any further. He's moving pretty quick. Knight on the rim. Thank you, Vinox. The overlay, I spent many long hours on it over Christmas break a while ago. I just feel like if you've ever watched chess streaming, one thing they could really use help on is design. All of the overlays are very basic. As long as they don't take design tips from chess.com yet. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, how about this? How about if you take that piece, I'll get your queen. Oh, nice. You do an overlay too. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm hoping for is take, take, take. Because it's nice that... Oh, no, it doesn't work because he takes back with the queen. At least... Hold on. This trade. I'm so down on time. I think we just don't take it. But that doesn't feel right either. If I don't take... Alright, whatever. Yeah. This is not what we want, but it's the game that we got. Man, that his knight is kicking some butt over there. Whatever I do, I'm just like, oh, you know where I kind of want to go is like right here or right there, and I can't because he's covering all the squares. Yeah, I gotta get my knight going on big time. He's just trapped. I trapped him over there with such a lame. That was like the worst place to put my knight. I attacked the queen for one move and then let her get out and then start messing around out here. In this game, I mean, this is one of those ones where I feel like I'm losing by a lot. But technically, I'm only down one, and it seems like it should be pretty easy to get some of these pawns back. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Bam, bam, bam. That's not great. But is it the end of the world? Maybe here? No, because then he just gets the same move? My God. Okay. I think I just have to avoid the check, and then he just trades me because he comes down here, blah, blah, blah. Okay. He's going to get the queen trade, I think, whether I want him to or not, unfortunately. Taking way too long on this one. All right, well, you know what? We'll let him have it. Let him have the queen trade. Knight c4, he would just take, I think. If I go there. I'm just trying to tie his queen to his rook, but he'll probably just... Okay, so he wants this square. If I play here, he's going to play here. Now I could play that, but it's not going to come with enough. Oh wait, it will on the next move though. I think he goes here. I'll go there. Might have to take, won't be able to. Oof, 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 I like that. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, Vinox, what camera? It's a C100. The oldest Canon C100 that there is what this is. Oh, now he can do it. Or that, but that's less bad, because I can just take it. Oh, he just moved, okay. Woo! Now we're winning. Look at that. Even after all that camera talk. Now we just need to convert. Oh, what? Did he just... Oh, because he's gonna... I think this is fine, though, because if he comes over here looking for this, I just take here, and then if he takes, I take the rook, and I'm winning by a lot. So if he moves his... Yeah, dude. Oh, what are you doing? It's game over. Man, what a swing! What a swing! What was he doing? What was he doing? C100 Commandrain. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. C100 Canon. Canon makes the C100. Yanis, hey, what's up, Ian? I'm just gonna go recap that into that game because that was ridiculously inaccurate play from both players. Yeah, Kit Kat, I got you. I'll analyze you. Let me just see what happened here at the end. I'm pretty sure he just totally missed. He moved the knight to the wrong place, and somehow I won with 40% accuracy, which was very lucky. Okay, am I up? Yep, I'm up. Good. Okay, so pretty normal. This is one of those games where it's like, I love this. Who's gonna do the bishop trade? So this, he went for doubling the pawns. I went for opening my file. Pretty cool. I've never actually seen that happen like that, where both players are like, you know what? I think this is the right decision instead. So I was able to undouble there, but then he, yeah, that was dumb. I didn't see him taking back with the knight. That was stupid. I thought that when he moved this knight, I would get to take there. Yep, Canon C100. I think they're on the Mark II now. You can get a Canon from B&H. That's the best place to get Canon C100. And the reason I like it is because it's autofocus. Which is great, because then I don't have to mess with it. It's a video camera. It's not like one of those bullshit Sony cameras that all the people use for their like Zoom setups, where it's like a A7 or something, or a Lumix. There's all these articles that go around, like I swear, like one a week, where it's like, I learned everything about cameras and this is the way to do cameras for Zoom, and they're always really bad. There's one in particular that is like very bad. Okay, so yeah, it's an expensive camera. I didn't buy it for chess. I used to have a film production company, and the C100 was my main camera. And I still have it. I used to film YouTube videos with it. I used to film commercials with it, and now I film chess with it. It's really doing a lot of hard work right now. The best it can do is show my chess pieces. I think that's where the Canon really like shines, you know. Okay, yeah, so this is just not good situation at all. He's triple lined up. My original plan, which was like the most obvious plan to spot ever, was to take there, and he couldn't take because of the pin. Yeah, that was not great. So I have to do that trade. Good lesson in not trading, by the way. The computer always thinks, hey, you should take this trade because I'm sure it can find 12 different ways I'm going to lose this game right now. But if you're down this much, and by the way, this much, at this point I'm down +1, so not really down a lot, but still, I think I was down like 3 minutes on the clock, so. Gameplay Pog. Yeah, this camera's great. I mean, I like it, and it It works well for Twitch. I like when you can like see each individual gray hair that I have grown since I started playing chess back here. Okay. Yeah, so at some point someone asked if I could play this move. That move was almost never available because no one was covering the knight. The funny thing is, though, it was that move later in the game that gave us the fork on the queen and the rook. So these moves are all super weak. The only thing I was doing was just trying to tie the queen to the rook, but all he's got to do is go here and threaten this, which he does. And I have to block it that way. And the only reason I made that check was because I thought at some point I could get him on perpetual. But again, weak threats. I mean, you guys were listening. This was all, nothing was going on here. Okay, so it wanted it now to pressure here. I only did this so that the knight couldn't move. I was worried the knight was going to move here, and then I'd have to remove my only defender there, and that would have been the problem. Yeah, man, isn't it crazy in chess? You're crushing right now. Only +1, but he's got an insane attack going on, and I basically have a whole piece out of the game. And then you make that move, which is, you think it's clever because I can't take because of the pin, but you forget that that's the only piece that was defending this piece, which is a crucial piece because it's check if you take it. And then look how quickly this falls apart. This is Ian, if you're still watching, this is a classic George saying, which is your worst mistake is always the one you make after a mistake. So you make a tiny mistake, like he could still come back right now because I'm down 4 or 5 minutes on the clock. But then he moves here for no reason and then gets forked. And then makes that move, which is also a really bad move because at the end of this exchange, this is the kind of exchange math, I feel like you have to be able to do this almost instantly. Like this calculation right now, it's like, is it a good exchange for white? Like, I think you need to be able to look at that and say no within like 2 seconds. And the reason is because at the end of it, great, you trap my queen, but it's my move, so I take your queen, and then if you take mine, you lose your rook. So I just think he wasn't thinking. There was some bad calculating there in the end. Yeah, time is a resource. Although he ended the game with 6.5 minutes on the clock, I ended with 2.5. So you could say that I used my time well, but I was really back against the ropes. I played this game terribly. I am in no way advocating for my play in that game. He just made some very, very bad calculations right here. Like right there, save your queen. You know? Like this is a great move, but you know, yeah, move your queen somewhere. And then I basically would want to, man, what would I do in this situation? Because if I move my queen, he just comes over for not really check. Oh, I would probably do that. Nope. Oh, take the rook. I think the rook was struck, yeah. I wouldn't have missed that in the game because we'd seen the whole thing was this fork, so I just focused on something else. But anyway, I think we're up on the day. Yeah, 1750. We've halfway back to 1800. Halfway back. KitKat UI. Yeah, let me take a look here. Of your most recent game, right? I'll pull it up. KitKat UI. Yeah, most recent. Okay, great. All right. 23 move game. Hold on, it's coming up. Okay. All right, there you are. So you're on the bottom. All right, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. 5-minute game. 5-minute game. Ooh, wild one too. Okay, let's see. So, I've never played that before in my life. It's kind of a fun move. E5, E4, E5 with the white pawn. I've never done that before. I'd be curious, like if I made a move like that, my coach would probably say, tell me why you did that, and then I'd have to have like a super good reason. My assumption is that you're blocking one of these moves, but yeah, okay, so he comes out to pressure and you defend, which is good. You can take en passant there if you want to. That's the one where everybody thinks you're cheating when you move the pawn diagonally across if you've never seen it before. I wonder if it would have, yeah, it didn't want that. Push out the center so you could take it, yeah, fair enough, okay. So good, you're pinning the king. Why would he want? Oh yeah, that's interesting. That's a good thing to be aware of. Is like, if he were to come here and you think, oops, on this move, if he were to come here and you think, oh, no worries, I just take back with check, then he takes back with a knight, which is always something. I always miss that all the time. It's very annoying. Okay, let's see. So you trade. He should have taken with the bishop, which just so you know, it's just because he just willingly doubled his pawns, which you can make the argument he meant to do that so he could get this, but in this situation, I feel like you might as well just take with the bishop, not have the doubled pawns. And then let's see. So I'm gonna say what I would suggest. Forget what chess.com is saying, because it's probably right. You already know what the right answer is. I'll give you my analysis. So if this game were me and this was the position I was in, I would be developing these two guys probably right now, and I'd be thinking about where to put them. I mean, this is the kind of move that I always I used to make because it looks awesome. You're threatening the queen, but then one of these guys just comes out and blocks and it's nothing. So I don't know. I would probably move to here or to here. I'd consider pushing this pawn to just open this up and triple his pawns, or just moving the knight out after the bishop. That would be what I would do. Okay, so chess wants to push that pawn. I think it's probably not liking this because you just suicided that pawn. He does have a bad pawn structure. Yeah, he does. He's got a bad pawn structure, and I think he hasn't castled yet. He hasn't fully developed. The reason a move like this is a little tricky is because right now you want to open things up. You don't want him to get to castle, and by allowing him to come out with his bishop, he just gets castle faster. Okay, so he gets himself all locked up. So it's questioning this move, I think, largely just because you've got these two dark square pawns and your bishop is now lined up behind them, so it's not going to be very effective until those pawns move, which is probably going to be not going to be for a while. So that is why it's wondering about that. Yeah, so that's great. I mean, you're lucky he did that, because it's like look at what happens after that very predictable exchange. You move one more pawn towards the center. He technically loses his doubled pawn, but he just loses it clean, and there's no compensation. So that's a super weird move by him, and a good catch by you. So I think in this case, I would say this, your bishop move from here to here to here, all those moves, it could have just gone this way to go that way if you wanted it to, but I would suggest that you probably want it on this diagonal, not this diagonal, just based on the board. That's largely just because you're blocked in here. So let's see, his move. If it were me right now, I'm just looking. For me, I think I've just heard it from my coach too many times that if I'm not fully developed, like with this piece hasn't come out yet, even if it's not the right move, that's the next thing that I'm going to do. Like the next thing I would do is almost mindlessly, I would do that. And the concept behind that is just like the more pieces you have in the game, the more opportunities you're going to have. So sometimes I think even if I do it mindlessly, it ends up working out okay because later on down the line, more opportunities arise, and you get to connect your rooks as well. Oh wait, let me bring up the chart. Okay, Okay, so there's an interesting moment where it looks like you blunder. We're getting to it. Hasn't happened yet. Hey, look at that! You made the exact move that I was saying. Nice. Yeah, it's a great idea. Okay, he's bringing his knight into the game. Looking at it, I don't see what he's up to. I don't see any threats. So it's a good idea to pressure him. I think, like, especially when the knight is very dangerous. In this case, he doesn't seem to be super dangerous. You're just going to send him back to where he came, or that. I wasn't expecting him to do that. And the queen comes in. So after that exchange, it's like a good thing to do is like, do you prefer this situation or the previous one if you hadn't made that move, if the knight was just there? I don't know. To me, this looks a little worse. I don't like having the queen this close. This pawn is, maybe this is what you missed, because it looks like the move is, yeah. I was going to say, I was like, we're right on the edge. I don't think you can see the graph. We're right on the edge there where the blunder happened. So yeah, the only reason this is dangerous, obviously, is because the queen is like right in your kitchen here, which is scary. So good idea to pressure the queen, but that pawn was super vulnerable, and then now this pawn's super vulnerable, and technically, okay, that was good because he couldn't take this, but he opened up. That's an easy miss, though. I actually wouldn't have seen that either. It's like, if you don't do that, he's going to take here. Maybe better would have been playing here, so you can defend the rook and, defend the pawn, but then you'd still lose the bishop. That's a tough one. I feel like if this were me and I were him, I would take here and just go back and forth and try to stalemate you. So you lose the bishop. Tough one, but you came back, so let's see how this goes down. This is a 5-minute game too, so I should remember that. Yeah, he should have taken your queen, but he did get a pawn. Oh, nice. Is this where you make your comeback? Yeah, we're getting there. Okay, then you get the bishop. Nice, that was good. I mean, he should have traded right there. That was a huge mistake, and then in that situation, that'd be tough because you'd be down a full piece. You're up about 30 seconds on the clock, though, so you could totally still win that. I mean, he has not done anything to prove that he's capable of closing this out. So if he had traded there and you had to take back that position, like, let's just see it. You're up a minute on the clock. You can totally still win this. He's so boxed in. All his pieces, like, look at his bishops. His bishops can't move. They literally can't go anywhere. He still hasn't castled. I feel like you would still have been able to convert that. So, okay, so you make a great move there, get your piece back, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm hoping you saw this fork here. Nice, nice. Those are the best. Those are the best. The reason those are the best is because not only is it a fork, but it's also a pin. That's the disgusting fork. Yeah, that's great. That's the best kind of fork. When it's the only thing that could possibly make that better is if there was like a rook right there and you got the triple fork. Triple fork is the only way that could have been better. But that was really great. So you get the queen, bam. Oh, right on. And then I guess he resigned right there. Game may have continued. Yeah, awesome. Right on. That was a great game. You know. Oh, he ran down the timer. Oh no, sportsmanship foul. I hope you said thumbs down on are they a good sport. Yeah, for sure. Anytime if you're on and you want to take a look at a game. I think the main thing I would say is mainly like some of these early moves, especially like these pawns here. It would have been more advantageous to have just developed your bishop and then your knight. And then this bishop down here was pretty weak. I think he's the one that eventually got snatched, right? Yeah. Yeah, eventually that's the guy that got snatched. And I think the reason is just because if you look at where he is, he's here undefended with no real threats, you know. So I know. It's funny. I was looking at my game report screen and I was like, oh, I hope that my game report screen doesn't show the usernames, but thankfully it doesn't. Look at that. It's like I knew. It just shows your name or your user profile. So we got lucky. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it there because I think I won 2 and lost 1. So I'd rather end on a win. Good hanging with you. I'm gonna say you now because it's singular, but it was you all. Kit Kat. I'll see you later.